Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good day. This is Monique Martin. I'm the Director of Programming for Harlem Stage, and it is my pleasure and honor to welcome you to our first arts education workshop of the season. And although the Department of Education has had some challenges due to COVID-19 and all of the uphill battles with remote learning, arts education seems to have been put down on the priority list. And we understand that because families and educators are trying to figure out this new world that we're in where you cannot have gather together in large numbers. But what we wanted to do at Harlem Stage is to make sure that our loyal followers, our wonderful, beautiful students, the future has arts education. So today, we have two legendary dancers in the dance field, both here in New York City, in the country, and across the globe. They have traveled the world. They've done workshops and classes and performed in music videos as some of your top artists and traveled the world with some of the top recording artists, film, etc. I could go on. We're going to have their bios on our website so you can learn more about them. So please welcome Anna Rokafella Garcia and Kim D. Holmes. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
It's so good to see you, even though we're through a screen and we know that we have a bit of screen fatigue, but it's an honor to have you here. And I'll start with you, Rockefella. How did you, one, get the name Rockefella, and how would you describe your expression as a dancer? Like, what gets you excited?
Wow, what gets me excited? I got to put that in a nutshell because, right, I am excited by a lot of creative expression that is all around me in New York City. But how I got my name was that I was dancing. I was always dancing, but then when I decided to take it another level, I went downtown to the Times Square area and started to dance on a street with a couple of street performing dance crews out there that were doing, boogieing, breaking. So I was rolling with the Transformers, the Breeze team, and we would set up in front of Rockefeller Center, and a cop used to always move us, discontinue, interrupt our show, sometimes take our bucket with money, take our radios. And one time I just got upset and I approached the officer and I gave him a piece of my mind. And, he said, well, you're still trespassing. This is not your property. And I said, but you don't even know. I might be related to the Rockefellers. You don't know. And I could be your boss. And he was like, well, okay, Miss Rockefeller, please gather your belongings and you need to move on to another area and vacate, right? And so it became a joke between me and the officer. But then my skills started to really level up, and then I was rocking the fellas. And I was no longer dancing on the street for money. I was actually moving into other areas. So I kept the name. I thought it was a pretty good name. To rock is always important in hip hop. So, but what gets me excited now is working with young people, being able to expand their knowledge of what's available to them. So maybe they're great dancers, but maybe I can help you become a director or a producer, a writer, a historian. So this is what excites me, is to be able to bridge those areas for young people and then share my platform. So if I have a show, yes, people are coming to see me, but I can also say, look at this person, look at that person, and get them going and get another entry on their resume for a performance entry. So these are things that make me excited. And of course, being around people such as yourself, Monique, such as Kim, we were able to do a music video recently. So there's a lot of great things happening and you have to be here for it. Got to be ready for it. So yeah, in a nutshell.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate the young people that you've worked with. I've had the pleasure and honor of working with you and your partner, Quick Step. On several occasions, and you both always bring in the little. I'm talking about 5, 10, 7-year-olds. So we're really excited because we have a broad range of ages that attend our arts education workshop. So I know that you have the experience to work with all ages. And Kim, you as well, straddling so many different dance genres, from liturgical to hip hop dance to African dance. Tell us a little bit about how you got started and what keeps you excited as well, especially during these times?
So what really got me started was my grandmother. My grandmother said all little girls needed grace and discipline. So I attended a school called Sounds and Motions that was on 125th Street and Lenox Avenue at the age of 4. And didn't know that my very first dance teacher that I would still be in contact with would be the largest part of my dance journey into opening up to different genres. And when I was invited into doing this new dance at my high school, and which I met my girlfriend, may she rest in peace, Marjorie Smart. I learned a little bit more about what it was to be a hip hop dancer, and then also being able to use my jazz and my ballet. You know, you're really raw at that time, at the age of 15, but you know, she opened me up to what was going on in Harlem. So it was like Harlem was my playground, and you got your stripes from there. So for me, like now, with all the kids that I'm able to teach and the workshops I've been able to do and use to segue all the different styles of dance right now, it was a spiritual calling. And when you're young, you don't know that. You're just like, oh, why I got to do this dance? And why I have to do this dance? And I don't want to go to class today. But it was the preparation to understanding how to jump into different genres and understand the techniques of them. And every dance had something different that you were going to have to either use or you save it for later. Like, you know, it's your ammunition. So for me, with liturgical dance, I was going through a certain time in my life, and I felt I really needed to be in church, and I didn't know how my spirit was going to open up there. So that was just another segue into saying, oh, okay, this is new. This is how I could be really free. And how the words of the Bible and the words that we have spoken to from our parents and ancestors, how it moves through you. So it made me understand how to have a career, but also the spiritual aspect of me being whole. So what's thriving me right now is being able to show people that in the midst of what's going on, as we would call storms, right? There's still hope, there's still joy, there's still life, there's still ways to connect, as we're doing right now. We had to figure it out, right? We had to sit down and say, oh, you gotta use your brain now. It's not just about moving, but what is your brain saying? And how to breathe through this stuff. Because a lot of people panic so much that they forgot, like, no, you were already prepared for this. Now it's just you have to use your intellect at times, and then sometimes you just have to be still.
Yeah, I love that, lifting up the imagination during this time, because no one has been through what we're going through. So there's no hierarchy. We all are leaders in creating the world that we want to live in, and the energy that we want to access. I just love that both of you have such a range of dance styles and experience. And I know that you've traveled the world. So we also want to get a little geography in here. So I'm going to ask the students to Google if you would share with us one country that you've traveled to that completely blew your mind, and why. It could be because of the architecture, the food, the language, the clothes, the fashion. One country that you've traveled to in all your experiences that really blew your mind, and why.
That's really hard because I had never left New York City until I was the age of 22 when I did my first out-of-town performance with Get Original. And I want to say that has to be the most impactful traveling that I did, even though every country I've been to has left its impression on me about how resilient people are and how creative people are in different ways. But I want to say that the first country I went to was Austria, and the city was Vienna. And it just really blew my mind. The architecture for sure in Vienna, but also just how people had plazas and fountains that they went to hang out. so different from my neighborhood. We just go on the stoop, or we go to the playground, or, you know, somewhere. This city had designated places where you could recline and see gardens and nature and birds of different kinds, not just pigeons. Like, there are different life forms that were congregating peacefully. There was no danger for them of a predator or anything. And so I think that was a very beautiful trip, my first trip out of the country, so that I could just know that there's other ways to exist, other ways to interact, and other ways to be creative. Because we were on a bill with other local dance companies that were also doing hip hop. So that blew my mind as well. So, but yeah, Austria, Vienna is one of the places that blew my mind first.
I've been to a lot of places on this planet, but I have not been to Austria. So, and it's on my list because I have a couple of friends from there. I also think it's interesting that the plazas were such a space for inspiration, and it's so beautiful when you're traveling internationally and you're in these plazas and you can people watch and just get to see everyone, from children to elders to business people, everything in between. And it's such a great place. And when you were dancing early in your career on the streets, you were chased away. So it also looks at culture and how public spaces are accessible or not. Kim, what about you and your travels?
I think for me was Estonia, and by the Black Sea. And the thing about that is I was able to take my daughter. She was turning 19. And I was just like, well, first of all, go see it on a map. So we had to look for it. I was like, to Estonia. So I got called to judge a competition and do workshops. And we were looking on the map and we were like, this is near Russia. We've never been there before. So then it was really like, oh my gosh, this is somewhere we've never been before. I don't have anything to say about it. I just have to go to experience it. And the beauty was I'm a big nature person. So the water for me was the biggest. Like when we got there, you could literally walk in the water and you seen the little school of fish. And when the sun came up, the dew, when people speak about the dew of the rain, was over the grass. And it was just, if I could be there right now, I would. But it was such a great feeling and understanding what it felt like to wake up in the morning and hearing the birds and the dew of the rain and all the different people that were around. And they were watching us to see, like, how are they going to move? How are they going to act? But, you know, after we had certain dialogue, it was so opening about what we do and how they learn. And they learn just the same way. It's music. Yeah? Music is universal. But it was I made some great people, and my daughter had a wonderful time. That now she's just like, Ma, see you later. I'm gonna go. I gotta put some more stamps on my passport when they open up again. But it was great to see the fact that I could take my daughter with me. So another way to see that there's moms that's doing this too. You know, it's just not that, oh, I got put on this bill and I gotta leave you home. No, I can take you with me because it's on my own name, my own merit.
That's beautiful to be able to share the experience. So we have 2 geographic challenges for our wonderful young people. That is Austria, Vienna in Austria, and Estonia, which is in Scandinavia. So it's Russia. And that's one thing that I learned when I went to Finland. It's like, oh, wow, this is close to Russia, which I didn't know that prior to. The last question that I have for you is, what style of dancing brings you the most joy and you feel like you are in the groove? You know, when you hit that move, it's going to be a wrap. And what style of dance challenges you and expands you? I guess my question is, there might be a style of dance that you resist because it challenges you in a different way, whatever way that is. And so how do you push through that and find the discipline to meet that challenge? So both the, what brings you the most joy, that you feel like I'm gonna flow with this, I'm gonna shut it down when I do this move, and then the move that challenges you, and how do you find the fortitude to move through that?
Wow, it's a good one. I would say for me, I'll go with the challenge first. My biggest challenge is being in Horton, right? And I say that because when you're so used to being free in movement, to kind of going back into a rigid way of doing the mechanics of movement, so of the technique, so you don't hurt yourself, right? But it's so beautiful, but then it's also could be very linear. So in my mind, it's just like I always have to go, okay, it's like a math problem. If I move this way, I'm not gonna turn, or I'm not gonna twist in the same way. And how do I do a table into going into the coccyx sit? And it's so much. But if you stay in it, you kind of see how it moves into the other genres, and you just change the language or the vocabulary of the step, right? And when I learned how it works hand in hand with everything else, I was able to soar even better. For me, like African is my biggest, right? On the other side of it, right? Because African, we can do everything, right? You can fly, you can sit, you squat, you do all these different movements, but there's still a rhythm that you have to always be on. And the drums is what really thrives us and drives us in that. So when you are in alignment with the drummer and the dance is good, and you feeling like you eating some real good food and you ready to share with everybody. So learning how to be really rigid and controlled, and then to be able to be free, that's what works for me.
I love that. I think about when dancers are in a high energy move, and then they go in slow motion. Ooh. And it looks easy, but it's more difficult to do that slow motion. And it always is mind blowing. So thank you for that. Rock?
I always feel like I'm in my power when I'm breaking, when I'm on the floor. It takes me a little bit now to get, into the zone, like you were saying, because I have to just think about letting go of my worries of injury. Because at this point in my career, I'm always worried about either a previous injury, right? Or one I may sustain right now. But when the circle's good and everybody's in a sharing mode, right? Not a battle mode, because battle, the battle, it requires for you to be at your best, 100 and evolving. So for me, battling, I can't really jump into a battle circle right now, but a sharing circle where we're all just feeling the music, whatever's playing, I really get open and creative. And I love to be close to the floor. So for me, it's breaking. And the most challenging thing for me has been salsa, where I have to be in my femininity. So in my breaking, I'm a tough warrior. Well, in any hip hop dance, except for maybe popping or locking, where you don't have to be so combative, although you can get there, right, in a battle, anytime you're in a battle. But salsa is graceful, it's powerful, but what's hard for me is to like release and let the person leading me, operative word, leading, the soloist, leading me through these turn patterns or these other shuffle patterns. So I have to collaborate. I have to release a little bit of my controlling spirit that I have, my combative spirit in hip hop, and be graceful and wear heels, maybe, even if they're little heels, even little ones. I'm a sneaker and I like to wear my Timbs. So I want to say that the salsa, although it looks much easier than breaking, is tough for me. So salsa or hustle or even voguing, where I have to invoke this feminine, graceful side, is a challenge. And being in partnership with someone is difficult. I have to follow to make it look good, to have that harmony. So yeah.
That's beautiful. We all have feminine and masculine sides of ourselves, and regardless of gender, we express more or less of one or the other at different times. And it's okay to have that full expression of your tomboy one day or one moment or all the time, most of the time. And then when you want to, when you need to switch into that feminine side with the kitten heels, I think they call it. Little heels and your dress. I've seen you, I think maybe twice in a dress.
I know, I don't like dresses. I don't know what it is. I must have been traumatized. Like I fell maybe at one point with a dress and everybody saw my panties as a child. And I was like, oh, X, no more dresses ever.
And some girls don't like wearing dresses. And so that's what I think is so powerful about this, is that you can express who you are as you are. And I've seen the range from Kim in all white, head to toe, looking, you know, like a goddess with Tim's on. It all works. So
Yes.
as we get prepared for your workshop, your 2 workshops, what are a couple of words you want to share with the students so that they are ready to go?
Well, legacy is something, and lineage is something I always bring when I'm teaching hip hop, classic hip hop dance styles. So I'm always coming from breaking, popping, locking, or up rocking, which are original classic hip hop dance styles when hip hop emerged on the scene. And so I'm always going to bring some little tidbit, historical fact, or a name or a place. And so legacy and lineage is very important so that we honor the contributions of the people who laid down the foundation and the blueprint, even of hip hop. Even whether it's today's dance or from the 70s, somebody and a group of somebodies came together to make this for us to enjoy. So, yeah.
Nice. And Kim?
I want to take your class now.
Me too.
For me, I'd come with the approach of not feeling pressured. You know, I come with being able to open up from a place from your heart and enjoying it, you know, because when we don't enjoy something, then you don't stay focused in it. So it's first is getting outside of your head, getting outside of what you would say that's not right. And just paying attention to understanding rhythms and patterns. I'm big on rhythm and patterns and time, keeping your time. So the music, you're able to move it within the music better. And a lot of the same thing of Rock saying about lineage and legacy, you know, because it came before us and it's been passed down. So for me, a lot of it within house and within anything traditional African and hip hop, the social dancings, it's a mixture of them and the love that you have in it. Because after you get a step and you feeling like, oh, I could rock this, now the joy comes, right? So where's the smiles and the joy and the sharing? So being able to understand all of that within the workshop and the couple of steps that you will learn, and have fun and share it with somebody else.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for that last piece, because that was something that I wanted to make sure that we articulated to the students, that you can share this with your family, you can do it together with your friends, your classmates, your auntie, your uncle, your granddaddy. This is appropriate and available to all. So thank you, ladies, so much. We're about to get into this class. Please stay tuned to Harlem Stage. We have our next workshop, Arts Education Workshop in November, will be with Maimouna Youssef, also known as Mumu Fresh, looking at freedom songs and how to craft freedom songs. So our dance workshop begins now. This is Harlem Stage. Thank you so much. Thank you, ladies.
Peace.
Peace. What's up? It's Rockefella. Put my black t-shirt on. It's time to dance. But first, I want to break down the 2 things we're going to be learning today, the 2 different styles, fundamentals in up rocking and a fundamental in breaking, also known as breakdance. In the up rock dance, which is originally from Brooklyn, the borough of Brooklyn in New York City, we have a dance that is very combative, right? It's aggressive. It's one dancer against the other at the same time, and there's a lot of fight gestures and blocks at the same time. this dance predates breaking. This dance also reminds us of Capoeira, which is a dance that is typical of Brazil by way of Angola. And so we know this. We know this when we think of the battle type aesthetic in uprocking or Brooklyn rocking, and sometimes just called rocking. Then you have breaking, which can be debated. Where did it really start in New York City? Most people say the Bronx, which is where I'm from, but other people say that it was also influenced and also birthed out of Harlem. So a lot of respect there for those three boroughs right there: Brooklyn, the Bronx, and Manhattan or Harlem. And so we're going to begin with uprocking, and then we're going to wrap up with something called top rock, which is a part of breaking. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to move my chair. I'm going to warm up a little bit, right? Just kind of bring your legs up, right? Kind of rotate your hips. You can hear my joints already cracking, right? You want to make circles, big circles, reverse them, right? Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Maybe do a couple of knee bends because uprocking has a lot of drops in it, okay? So for uprocking, let's think of the rhythmic pattern, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if you put words that will describe the movement, jump, open, shuffle, shuffle down. The second version we're gonna do is jump, open, jerk, jerk down, okay? So the first one, right, I'm gonna bring my camera down so you can see my feet. I'm gonna do it at you, then I'm gonna do it to the side, right? We're gonna go jump, open, shuffle, shuffle down. And I'll do it sideways so you can see it. 6, 7, and jump, open, shuffle, shuffle down, right? And notice how my feet support my hips, right? They're not too up front, leaving my hips with no support, and they're not too up to the back, right? One more time together without the hands. 6, 7, and jump, open, shuffle, shuffle down. Okay, now your arms, right? Because this is such a gesture-based dance form, right? We're gonna be using our arms, and hip hop has a lot of use for the arms. The arms are always saying something, right? So when we jump in place, it's like we're protecting ourselves. On 2, when we open up, right? We're gonna see what's gonna happen here, right? And then as we're shuffling, we're blocking any attack that's coming, again, fending ourselves or defend, and then we throw it up, right? So look at my arms, 6, 7, and I have jump, open, cross, cross, up, right? Together with me at the camera, 5, 6, 7, and jump, open, shuffle, shuffle, good. Okay, the second one that we had said had a jerk. So your hips, you still do the first 2 steps the same. Jump, open, but then you shift your hips forward, chest goes up, right over, hips go forward, and then you drop down. So hips go back, they go forward and drop. Everybody together, ready? 5, 6, 7, and jump, open, jerk back, jerk forward, and then down. Let's put those 2 together. So the first one faces the camera. The second one we're gonna do sideways so the audience can see, right? The hips doing a different move. 5, 6, 7, and you've got 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. One more time, 5, 6, 7, and jump, open, shuffle, shuffle down, jump, open, jerk it back, forward, down. Now that, let's put some music to that. Let's definitely put some music to that. So again, this is called rocking, right? This is from Brooklyn. This is a battle dance. You do it with 2 people. So I'm explaining a little bit of what are the characteristics of this dance. Okay, let's try to this song. We'll start first slow. Yeah? 5, 6, slow, 6, 7, and 1, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and one more time, 5, 6, slow, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 10. Not bad. Time to do it fast. Ready? Ready? 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, and 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Now you. Ready? 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and jump. Open, shuffle, shuffle down, jump to the side. and down.
6 million ways to die, choose one.
Not bad. I'm gonna turn the music off for a second. And so just to explain, when you're doing this Uprock dance, right, you're usually paired off with someone. And so once you've identified who you're gonna battle, or if they identified you, you have to do a shuffle first, right? Let's try this shuffle. It sort of looks like a pas de bourrée, but it's not, right? The intention is different. So, right, step, 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 step. Your arm is moving something out of the way. So here, move it out the way. Here, move it out the way. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Now we're going to take a circular step pattern to walk around, and then we face our opponent, right? So we say 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Walk, walk, ready, here we go. Jump, open, and you know the rest. Yeah, let's try the whole thing. And we'll try it with music. Yep, this is a break beat. So it's hyper, because we get hype. Okay? Let's just do that first part. Slow. 1 and 4. Get ready. Jump. Open. Good. All right. It's time to do it fast. The whole thing. Ready? 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and walk, walk, and
A million ways to die, choose one.
Good. One more time. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and
6 million ways to die, choose one.
nice. Nice. Take a breath. I know that's work right there. That's work. And you start to feel it a little bit on your calves, right? Your calves, your quads from the down, from the up. And normally after you get the pattern in your body, you're familiar with it, you have to start doing some attacks. So you can say 1, 2, that was a bat. 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, right? 3 and 4. And so that's how the battle continues. And the spectators get to judge. They get to see who's doing their thing. All right, the second shuffle we're gonna learn is called an Apache Twist, and it's the top rock. It's the top portion of breaking. Breaking usually takes place on the floor, right? You've got spins, you've got footwork, you've got freezes, all the stuff that is based on the floor. But it also has air components as well, like air freezes or flips, right? Gymnastic flips. And then there's a top rock. So let's learn this stuff. And here we go. 1 and 2. Here we go again. 6, 7, and 1 and 2. Right? Take particular notice of my arms, right? 1, opposite arm, opposite leg, and still there. And then there's a twist, right? Because now this leg is in front, so this arm is in opposition. One more time. 5, 6, 7, and 1 and 2. A little faster. 5, 6, 7, and 1 and 2. Good. A little faster. 6, 7, and 1 and 2. Okay, let's take it from 2. 2, right? You switch, right? You step down, turn and kick. You step on that leg, and now cross in front. Opposites, reverse of what you did on that side. Okay, the whole thing again. 6, 7, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Slow, 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 slow. 5, 6, 7, and kick. Jump on that leg, cross in front. Step down, turn and kick, step, cross in front. Ready? 5, 6, 7, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Tricky part, tricky part. After you did this 1 and 2, you step down, then you have to jump on this leg as you turn and kick. Yeah, that's the part. That's usually the part that catches everybody. So don't feel bad or frustrated if that's catching you right now. It's okay. Oh, double dutch. It's okay. Ready? 5, 6, repeat, repeat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Cool, a little faster because you know the beats go live. 5, 6, 7, and 1 and 2, jump, jump, and here. 5, 6, 7, and 1 and 2, jump, jump, and yeah. Good, not bad. I'll do it this way so you're seeing it the way you're doing it. Ready? 6, 7, and 1 and 2, jump, jump, and here. Yeah. One more time, this direction. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and here and 4. Okay, time to deal with the music, right? Moment of truth here. Here it comes. Here it comes. Let's go. Slow though. Slow first, right? Right. Left leg. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. And oh, the music ended. Okay, that was funny. That was good. Y'all got me on that one. Here we go. We'll start this again.
6 million ways to die. Choose one.
Here we go. Left leg, ready? And 5, and 6, and 5, 6, go. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 5, 6, same thing again, and 1, and 2. Y'all ready for fast? I'm ready. Y'all look ready. Here we go. 5, 6, jump, jump, ready.
6 million ways to die. Choose one.
5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and 1, and 2, and 4. Yeah, last time. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and 1, and 2, and 4. Good. You wanna line up your jumping? Right? Jumping. Right? Like that. Put these two together. One little piece of information that's really important. I was teaching this step. Me and my husband, Quickstep, were teaching. We were invited to go to a Lindy Hop conference in Houston. And we were teaching the step and we were calling it the Apache Twist. And lo and behold, one of the greats of the Lindy Hop community, Frankie Manning, was in the room and he said, hey, we used to do that step back in the 40s. And it was called falling off the log. 40s, 50s, 60s, and here we go in the 80s, giving it another name. So it's just interesting, right? The lineage, right? Again, the legacy, those two words right there make me so proud to also carry the same expression, the same vibration, right? The energy. So we call it Apache Twist and Lindy Hop. Some of those original dancers called it falling off the log. Okay, we're gonna try to put these two together. Is that okay? So, not easy. Here we go. We're going to start with jump, open, shuffle, shuffle down, jump to the side, right here, kick and cross and jump and then once we're here, put that foot down, turn, and we're done. Cool? Here we go. One more time with that choreography. Ready? 5. Oh, actually, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and jump up, kick, step, cross, and put the foot down, turn, yeah? Let's try that much with music. It's always good to put things together. Although those are two separate dance styles, uprocking or rocking, which was born in Brooklyn and then spread everywhere in the 70s. And then you have breaking, also coming in the 70s, later 70s, so yeah? And this is the top rock and it's called Apache Twist. So just keep that in mind, two separate dance styles. And I should start this song over again so that we don't get caught out there.
6 million ways to die. Choose one.
Here we go. Slow and fast. 5, 6, 7, slow. 1, and 2, and 4, 5, 7, 8, and. Oops, sorry about that. And 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and jump, and open, and down, and up, open, and turn, jump, hit, 6 million ways to hit, down, turn, we got it. Yeah, now we got to go fast. Ready? And 5, and 6, and 5, 6, 7, and
6 million ways to die. Choose one.
5, 6, 7, and good. All right, y'all. That was that. Now back. Now back for a little hit, for a little sample of this classic style fusion, which connects you to the past and moves you right to the future. Because hip hop has always been forward thinking, futuristic, freedom of expression. So I hope you enjoyed this class. My name is B-Girl Rockefella. Thank you, Harlem Stage. Thank you, Kim Holmes. And let's keep rocking, keep shining your lights. Peace.
Hi everyone, my name is Kim Holmes and I'm going to show you a couple of moves that we do in like 3 different styles, from African to house and a little bit of hip hop. So what we're first going to start off with was a dance that we call house, and a lot of the movements that I'm going to show you today is pretty much a lot with the footwork and also learning how to release and move your hips. So the first step that we're going to learn today is called the Lotus. Lotus looks like a little bit of a jazz step. So the whole thing is about using your hips and shifting your weight from side to side. As you release, you're going to make sure that your toes kind of like slide in, coming back center of the body. Okay, so we're going to start with the right side. And with the right side, you're going to keep your knees slightly bent through the whole movement. So you start and bringing the foot slightly in. So you start with your left foot, and you want to come center, shift your weight over, and go over to your right. Again, you're going to bring the leg in, shift the weight, come out over to your left. So it's like a connector, right? So if anything flows and moves through the body. So you flow in, release out, flow in, release out, flow in, release out. Again, and flow in, release to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, keep the knees slightly bent because it makes the movement a little bit more easier. So the whole thing, you want to make sure also that your hips are moving from side to side. So you should feel like your hips are swinging, right? Like you're moving through things. Okay, so let's try one more time. Knees slightly bent, and make sure that the hips are moving almost in a circular motion, okay? One more time. I'm going to count it out for you. 5, 6, 7, 8. We have left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Again, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Good. So now I'll teach you how it looks, and that's on the basic level, right? So as we move up, the movement changes a little bit. So we're going to play with it going forward and back and side to side. I'm going to show you 2 times, and then we can do it again, okay? So we're starting over with your right side this time. Shifting the hips to the left, right, left, right. Left meaning the hips, right, left, right. Now we go forward, bring it back, change, forward, bring it back, change, forward, bring it back, change, forward, bring it back. So it's almost like what they call in ballet a susu, right? So meaning that you kind of releve and you pull everything up and like you're in one part, okay? Let's try it again. So we have side, right, left, again, right, left, bring it front, close back, bring it forward, close back, again, right, left, forward, go back, forward, 2 more times, and right, left, forward, bring it back, forward, bring it back, last time, right, left, forward, bring it back, forward, bring it back, okay? So, fun fact, there's a gentleman named Snake Hips that a lot of this movement also idolizes. So you can keep shifting the weight all the way down to your knees, right? So it's almost like lubricating the body. This is like a warm-up step. So we're going to try it a little bit faster. From the basics, right, left. And then we're going to do 4 times, right, left, front, and back. Right, left, front, and back. Right, left, forward, and back. Right, left, forward, and back. Right, left, forward, and back. Okay, I'm going to clap you in. Starting now. 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, left, left. Now again, and right, left, front, pull it back. Right, left, front, pull it back. Right, left, front, pull it back. Right, left, forward, pull it back. Okay? Now remember, the name of the step is called the Lotus. Okay? So you can do it going around in a circle, or you can do it going forward and back. So I'm going to show you what it looks like going in a circle. So you have right, left, turn around, turn around, turn around, turn back, 2, 3, 4, right? And it might look similar to some people that take jazz class, right? Spirit fingers. Okay, so now we're going to move into another movement that we do. It's called the heel toe, right? And everybody can do it, whether you're in hip hop, whether you're in tap, whether you are in house. In the African, it's about footwork, okay? So we're going to start with the knees slightly bent again. That's the main thing, to keep your body on a rhythm, right? So I'm going to count 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Starting with the right foot, heel, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Heel toe, heel, heel toe, heel, heel toe, heel. Now you can do the side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Heel toe, right. Now left and right and left again and heel. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Forward. 8 times. Heel toes forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Okay, so that's the basics. To evolve with it a little faster, you want to be able to cross over, which is kind of called the Gallop Shuffle, right? So we have heel, 2, 3, 4, heel toe, crossover, crossover. One more time. So we have heel, 2, 3, 4, heel toe, cross in, heel toe, cross in. 1, 2, 3, 4, right side, now left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, right side, left side, last time. 2, 3, 4, right side, you can do it that you can turn in a circle. I'm going to show you that. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn with it, and 1, 2, 3, 4 again. And last time. Okay, so remember that's called the heel toe, and you can play with it what we call the gallop, right? So to put all of that together, right? So we have the lotus into the heel toe into the gallop. I'll show you what it looks like. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, front and back, 2, heel toes, heel toe, then I'm going to do the crossover, and 1, heel toe, again, heel crossover, all right? So I hope you like that, and that's will challenge you a little bit on how you can play with your movement. All right, so now we're going to go into a little bit of traditional African, right? So this dance is called Lamba, and Lamba, I have loved it for a long time, and what I was told about, it's if you could put it in the times that we're living in right now, it's almost like taking a journey, right? And as you transition from one part to another part of your life, right? So a lot of arm movements, big rotating the wrists and arms and shifting from side to side, and you can do turns. It's a lot of fluid movement. So the first step we'll start with is, it's called the 3-step. So you start right, left, 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 right. So your arms to go out or forward, like you bring something into you. Right, left, or both. Again, you have side, forward, reach to me, now bring it back. Now right arm, and both. Good. All right? So the next movement we're going to do is with a turn, right? So turns are always, they're fun for me, but sometimes it makes people a little bit dizzy, so just be careful and make sure you spot. So you're going to step over your right, put your right leg over your left, and you're going to push through with your hands and bring yourself all the way around. So you have your right leg, take your left arm, bring it through, shift it around, turn around, you come back center. It's like bringing your hand back over to your heart. Okay, one more time. So step, push through, turn around. One more time, step, push through, spin around. Left side, left, push through right, turn around. Again, left, push right, turn around. Okay, so that's basic. When it gets a little bit more advanced, all you have to do, you kind of jump around. You jump, turn around. Jump across, turn around. Again, jump across, turn around, jump across, turn around. Good? So let's try all of that together. So the 3-step into the cross, turn around. 5, 6, 7, arms out. 2, forward. 1, 2, right to left, right, left, right, left, and bring it in, open up, bring it in, open, jump across, turn around, jump across, turn around, again, jump right, around, jump left, around. I hope you like that. So if we put everything together, right, from house into African into a little bit of what they do, calling the dumbolo, right? But also we used to call it whining, right? And for reggae back in the day. So it usually is keeping your knees slightly bent, hips, right? Your right hip is coming forward and you're coming through center as your left hip rounds to come back to the center. Right, left, back. right, left, center, right, left, center, right, left, center. Reverse it. Going from the left now. Left, right, center, left, right, center, left, right, center, left, right, no, automatic. Right, 2, 3, they call this the figure 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Left side, left, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we go a little faster. And 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, change 5, and a 6, and a 7, step, close. So we call it a catch step. So left, right, close. Right side. So 1 and 2, 3, 4, change 5, 6, 7, hop, close. One more time. 5, 6, 7, 1 and 2 and 3, change 2 and 2 and 3, hop, close. Right, so that's a little bit of stylizing to it. One more time. 5, 6, 7, bend and 1 and 2 and 3, change and 2 and 2 and 3, hop, close. So let's try all of that again. So everything 2 times, starting from the first step of lamba. We have right, 2, 3, again, 2, 2, 3, front, 1, 2, 3, again, 2, 2, 3, right to left, right, left, right, left, close it up, open up, close it up, open up, jump cross, spin around, jump cross, spin around, hips, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and hop, close. Good, good job, good job, good job. Okay, so we're going to play a little bit with the movement and then show you what it looks like if you can put everything together. So your first step, we have Lotus, right, front and back, heel toes, heel toe side, heel toe, then cross over, 1, 2, and 3, lamba, and 1, and 2, front 2, and 2, right, left, bring it in, open up, jump cross, turn around, jump cross, turn around, hips, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and step, close. Good job, good job, good job, good job. So a toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, rock, 2, 3, clap. 6, 7, right, toe, heel, toe, in, rock, in, 2 and 3, clap. 6, 7, last time, toe, heel, toe, rock, 2, 3, clap. Okay, so that's my time, guys. I hope you have a good time. I hope you learned something. And don't forget, lamba, lotus, heel toes, whine, we called it whining, yes, and head, step, and close. Again, my name is Kim Holmes. Thankful that you came to class with me. Hope to see you again. Stay safe. Smile at somebody. Have a good day.